Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are joined today by Kitty Raptor, a YouTuber that I have been enjoying watching lately. She has been playing a lot
Aw.
of Zelda games here recently. Notably, I started watching her when she was doing her Twilight Princess playthrough. And today, we're going to show her some Yu-Gi-Oh cards because she was wanting to get into when she was younger. And I love Yu-Gi-Oh, so we're showing cards. She's gonna guess if the card was banned, and then if it's still banned or not. Of course, we got to start
Banned
with
or still banned? Okay.
yeah. So we're gonna start out with the classic Pot of Greed.
Okay, the art on this one looks very familiar. I feel like I've seen this card before.
This is the card that's memed on because there's all this extra space right here, and just because they don't change the font size in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Wait, that's real? That's real? That's the official card?
Yes.
They didn't center justify it?
No. That's just how the card
Oh my god, I feel like it's banned just for that. Ban it just for that. Ban it. Ban it to the Shadow Realm. Goodbye.
Anyway, it has the simple effect of just draw 2 cards. And keep in mind with Yu-Gi-Oh, everything's free unless the card has a cost in its effect. So you can just play this from your hand, draw 2 cards.
Text aside, I think it's still in play. I think it's still in play.
It is banned. It is still banned for good reason. You can put this in.
What?
Card advantage in Yu-Gi-Oh is king. This card is it has no downside. There's not a once per turn, so you can Pot of Greed and the Pot of Greed and the Pot of Greed. Any deck can run it. It is just busted. And a lot of
it's busted.
Yeah. I figured we would start out with Pot of Greed since it's a classic Yu-Gi-Oh card. Speaking of classics, Mirror Force.
Oh, what's going on there? What's going on?
This is
is the world ending?
This is a trap card. So I don't know if you know. You have to set a trap card down for a turn, and then you're able to use it on the next turn. So
got it. So you have to wait. So you have to set it up.
Yeah.
Got it.
Basically, it's like laying a trap. Basically.
Yeah.
Okay. This card reads: when your opponent, the monster, declares an attack, destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls.
When an opponent's monster declares an attack, okay, destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. So if they attack, they're gonna attack themselves.
Oh, kind of. They're just basically it not only basically stops the attack effectively because they have no more monsters to attack with, but it also destroys the opponent's monsters so you can more easily attack directly to deal big damage.
I feel like that's a bit overpowered move, but I feel like it's still in play. I don't think it's banned. I feel like that's a good card. That's a good play. It's very strategic. I feel like it's still in play.
Okay, this is an example of a card that was banned but is no longer banned. In old Yu-Gi-Oh, it's just way too much of a big tempo swing, which is why cards cards by Raigeki, which destroys the monsters, Hard Feather Duster, which destroys all the spell traps, are banned just because these mass removal swingy cards were just too much in the early days. But nowadays, you're lucky if any of your back row survives till the battle phase.
Wow. So does this one clear all of the cards? Even if you have cards in the back row?
No, the back row are your spells and traps.
Got it. Okay. Spells and traps in the back. And then all of your attack monsters in the front?
Yeah, all of your
Is that right?
Okay, you can summon monsters in attack position or defense position in like in the monster zone.
Got
The
it.
defense positions would be safe. The attack position would go boom.
Got it. I'm trying to imagine the anime because I watched the anime when I was a kid. I'm trying to imagine the game board because I remember it very very vaguely the attack board, and I remember Yu-Gi-Oh and what was his opponent's name? Doesn't it start with a K?
Oh, you're thinking Yugi and
Kaiyaga.
Kaiba. Yugi and Kaiba.
Kaiba. I knew it. See, I knew it started with a K. Kaiba and Yugi fighting duel.
Yeah, this was a card that Yugi used a good bit in the show, as well as Point of Greed, which is
right. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I remember that one too.
But yeah, there's also a lot of monsters with like protection effects nowadays, like cannot be sure by card effects, or there are even some that just have a quick effect that can like remove them from their field temporarily to do something. Mm-hmm. So another reason why this card doesn't really see play. Okay, are you ready? This is the first Raptor card. It's an Xyz monster.
Whoa.
Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. It's
that's badass.
Yes, it's a rank 10. So, and as you can see on the text here, it requires 3 level 10 winged beasts, which you don't need to worry about the restriction too much. All you need to know is that the Raid Raptor archetype can summon this fairly easily.
Okay, I'm trying to process that. Okay.
It's unaffected by other card effects. That's like the most like relevant part about it. But also
unaffected by other card effects, like your card effects that you put on it,
or your opponents. It's unaffected by other card effects, so even yours and your opponents.
Got it.
So they can't mirror force this.
That'd be good.
Yeah, you can detach one material from this card, which basically the Xyz, like basically just stacking monsters on top of each other, and the Xyz material is the monsters that are underneath this card, basically. First turn, all monsters your opponent controls lose 1,000 attack points. Also,
is that a lot? Is that a lot? And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 1,000 attack points a lot?
Yeah, 1,000 attack points is a lot in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like most monsters are generally between 0 and 3,000. This is actually on the higher end of the spectrum. It's actually 3,500.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is what we call Yu-Gi-Oh! Towers, where it's unaffected and just a big guy.
Yeah.
And then if this card has a Raid Raptor monster as material, it gains this effect, which basically means if it was summoned using the archetype, it can use the effect. Once returned to the end phase, you can make all monsters your opponent controls lose 1,000 attack. So another 1,000 gone. During the end phase. Also, if your opponent controls no face-up monsters, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. And keep in mind, we have 8,000 life points. It's not like in the anime where we have there's only 4,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so you think this card...
Wow.
So do you think this card ever got banned or limited or whatever?
I am not big brain enough to be able to comprehend how to play this card, so I feel like it's not banned.
It's not banned. Usually unaffected towers are that great just because they don't have that relevant of an effect usually. And even then, Konami are very, very careful when they make towers to make sure they're not too overpowered or make sure that the archetype centers around that boss monster. They actually, the Ray Raptor archetype doesn't even play this anymore because they got a new boss, which is basically an upgrade of this even. So, yeah, but yeah, it's not bad. Something you may not be aware of, or probably not aware of, is that there's obviously ways to get around it. Obviously by battle, but like if like say in a format, tower cards like say this become especially popular, there are cards like the kaijus which allow you to tribute one monster on your opponent's side of the board to summon it. But and that's and because it's a summon, you're not using an effect against it. You can still use the kaiju to tribute that, or like Lava Golem, which you may remember from Duel Monsters. They tribute 2 monsters your opponent controls in order to normal summon to their side. That can also get rid of this. But it's still a very strong card. They are very careful when they make tower cards.
Ooh.
Okay, anyway. This is Effect Veiler. This is an example of what we in the Yu-Gi-Oh community call a hand trap.
Hand trap?
Hand trap. Basically, so
got it.
Almost like a trap. Think of it like a trap card you can activate from your hand, kind of.
Got it.
It reads during your opponent's main phase as a quick effect, which basically means you can use it during either player's turn. But because it says during the opponent's main phase, it would be able to be used anyway. Okay. The quick effect basically denotes that it can be used in response to something. If it just said during your opponent's main phase, you could not respond to something. It would have to be like before a chain starts. Basically. I know that might not make sense. Like, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to have a video where you do the Master Duel tutorial to learn the to learn the like ins and out. There's a reason people call this a lawyer game because card text is very important. Anyway, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Target one effect monster your opponent controls. Pretty much every monster is an effect monster. There's very few normal monster archetypes that are actually good. Anyway, it's target one effect monster your opponent controls. Negate the effects of the face-up words. It's basically negated until the end of the turn. So basically,
till the end of this turn. Okay.
Yeah. So you basically it's kind of like a 1-for-1. So say they were like normal summon. Let's just say Elemental Hero Stratos, which basically reads on normal summon it can add a elemental hero from deck to hand. You can discard Effect Veiler targeting the Stratos. It's negated, so they will not be able to add the hero to hand. So you're basically kind of like, so they don't get a card, but by discarding a card, basically. It's kind of like a staple like hand traps like this. Like they discard themselves in order to prevent your opponent from doing an action on the first turn. They're supposedly to help curb the power going second, but you know.
I think it's still in play. That seems like a very like normal card to have.
Yeah.
Especially for a spell.
Oh, it's a monster, but yeah, like
Oh, it's a monster?
Yeah,
I was reading Spellcaster Tuner effect down there by the text, and I thought it was like a spell card. I didn't know it was an actual monster. Okay.
Yeah, it's a monster. Spell card would be green, like Pot of Greed.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I think it's still in play.
Yeah,
I don't think it's banned.
Yeah, it's not bad. It very much still sees play even to this day. This is actually like an older card. I want to say like sometime around 2010 is when this card was printed. But it still sees consistent play to this day of the hand trap. I'm kind of like doing like these two before we get to this one, so you have more context for it. This is the
spoilers. Can't see. I don't want to see them yet.
Yeah, this is
You're so cute.
yes, this is an archetype I could definitely see you playing. This is the
I want this. Ban this child from being on the battlefield. Protect this child at all costs. Ban them from the battlefield.
You want it banned just so they don't get destroyed.
Yeah, I don't want this thing to get hurt. Oh, so cute. Oh my gosh. Who would want to hurt this thing?
Yeah, that is definitely cute. This like the purely archetype was actually meta at one point. Like not that high tiered, but still pretty good of an archetype. Anyway, with this card as normal or special summon, you can excavate the top 3 cards of the deck, which basically you look at the top 3 cards. And if you do, add 1 excavated purely spell or trap from your deck to your hand. And then you place the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order.
Huh.
And then...
Oh, that's very strategic. That's very,
like
very strategic.
Every archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays has like some kind of like search effect or way to add cards from your deck to hand or special them from deck. This is on the weaker end of those type of cards, so you're gonna have to be playing a high density of purely cards, which is not that bad for the archetype, which because you play a lot of the spell traps, which I didn't even think to do any of the spells, but that's fine. Basically, all the spells, most of them have a way to summon this guy from deck. There's also another kitty level 1 that does something similar. But anyway, once per turn.
Whoa! Was there an elephant stomping through your house? What was that? What in the world?
My dad's outside with the saw. He's redoing stuff. During the main phase, you can reveal a purely quick play spell card in your hand. Special summon 1 Xyz monster from your extra deck that mentions that card. So, like all of the Xyz monsters, which I'll show you, usually mention one of the spell cards, and then you can attach. You can summon it using this card as material, and attach your revealed card to the monster. And it's treated as
Got it. Dude, you're being haunted. It sounds like there's ghouls around you. Oh, is this their evolved form?
Yeah.
Or how does that work? How does that work in Yu-Gi-Oh? How do you like evolve stuff? Because I know that's a thing, a mechanic in Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
No, I think you're thinking of Pokemon. That they have evolutions. It's funny you mentioned.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Maybe
or something.
You might be thinking.
Maybe. What's a card that you have to have multiple of? Oh, it's the Knight. Isn't it? It's like the Purple Knight. Isn't it the Purple Knight where you have to have like the body and the arms and the head and the legs on the game board?
Oh.
Is that something?
Purple Knight?
Is it?
Sorry. Exodia! You're thinking of Exodia!
Exodia! Yeah, that's it. That's who I'm thinking of. Yes.
I know.
Is that still a thing? Is Exodia banned?
No, Exodia is not banned. It was. I think at a point like all the pieces got limited, and they are still limited to 1 copy. But Exodia is not good. Exodia actually
1 copy. Wait, there's only 1 card in existence.
No, like as in like.
Oh.
And then you can only play 1 of each of the pieces, basically, in your deck. Instead of like, because normally you can have up to 3 cards. Yeah, but yeah, that is definitely the fucking thumbnail. Purple Knight when like Exodia, like Purple Knight with like you like pointing to the screen, and then it just being a picture of Exodia. That's the thumbnail. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna make that happen. Anyway, okay. That's the end of this.
Oh, this sweet little fairy. Oh, she's beautiful.
Yes, this is purely happiness. I think each of the purely like these rank 2 like have like a mood. They actually call it's funny I mentioned like Pokemon earlier. because Pokemon, you know Eevee, right?
Yeah, evolutions and all that.
Yeah, they basically call this the evolution archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh,
Which I find kind of funny. I mean, it's not clicking wrong. We can definitely see the similarities. Anyway,
do you give it like different? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just reading the card. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask if there's like spells or like something you can add to the card to make it change into different things. Is that why it's an evolution type or EV type?
Well, it's kind of like evolutions because, like, the first monster I've shown you, it can reveal a spell and then it can change to one of the Xyz depending on what spell you reveal. This is the one for Happy Memory.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, if this card ballot in Demo Step, you can add one Purely card from your deck to your hand. Also, if this has Purely Happy Memory as material, you can have the attack of one face-up monster on the field. But the relevant effect, which almost all of these have, is up to thrice per turn, which is not a common sentence in Yu-Gi-Oh! When you activate a purely quick play spell card, quick effect, you can attach that card to this card as material. Then you can return one spell trap your opponent controls to the hand. So basically, they all have an effect to where if you activate a purely quick play, you can attach it, and then they have another effect. This one is returning a spell trap your opponent controls.
Got it.
Okay, now that we have a little bit of context, it's time for Expurate, which is the evolution of the black
purely noir. Oh,
yes, it looks so fucking
so
majestic.
pretty.
Yeah, so fucking pretty.
I love the art.
Yes.
I love the art so much.
Yes. Okay, 2 level 7 monsters. Why? You can also Xyz summon it by using a rank 2 monster you control material, which the Purely just showed you was. With 5 or more materials, which is why the effect of it gating the spell cards is relevant to give it more XYZ material. And then transfer the materials to this card. This card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effect, so it's not like a full tower. Like, say you have something that, like, Skill Drain, which basically reads your negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls is activated. That can still work because it's not because it's like a continuous effect. It's like a lingering effect. But like, say like Raigeki or Mirror Force wouldn't work against this.
Got it.
And then you can detach 2 materials from it, and target one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, place it on the bottom of the deck, and it's a quick effect if it has a level 1 purely as material, which like the one I showed at the very beginning. What do you think of this one? Is it banned? Is it limited?
I think it's still in play, and I think the other card. I think we forgot to do it. I think the other card is still in play too.
Yeah,
did we forget?
No, these two were more so to provide context for this one.
Got it. I think they're all in play. I don't think they're banned.
Yeah, they're very much all in play, and
got it.
This is still a very, very strong monster, and why Purely was a meta deck for a little while.
Yeah. Okay. I have a question. So how do you tell what the level of the monster is?
Oh, okay.
So it says 2 level 7 monsters. How do you tell the level of it?
Well, you're cheating this out by using a summoning position, by using a rank 2, but if you much like that, you can tell the level by the number of like stars at the top here.
Got it. So, okay, so that would be a level 1. Yeah. Oh, how fun. Looks like a Sonic character.
This is the other kitty archetype I wanted to bring your attention to, Luna Light. I forgot to actually show the big boss monster, but the reason I showed you like these is because it's actually a little bit relevant for this archetype. Okay, this is a pendulum, which a lot of people hate Yu-Gi-Oh, but I personally love them. They can basically be used as a monster, which you can use this text box down here, or as like a spell card in the Pendulum Zone, which is this text box up here. The scale 5, basically how Pendulum Zone works. So say you have this, which is scale 5, and there's another Pendulum Little Light, which is a scale 1. And then you can summon monsters between the pendulum scale from your hand, like just spit them all out between the pendulum scale. So say you had a 1 scale and a 5 scale like this. You can pendulum summon any number of monsters from your hand between levels 2 and 4.
Oh.
Yeah, I love I love pendulum summoning. It is so much fun. Anyway, so this deck actually does not do a whole lot of pendulum summoning. Regardless, the relevant effect here is the pendulum effect. Once per turn, you can target a Lunalight monster in your graveyard. Special summon it, but cannot attack. Also, its effects are negated. You can destroy it. Also, it is destroyed during the end phase. So it's basically just a monster reborn for
bye-bye.
Yeah.
You use it and it's gone. Got it.
So.
Huh.
I'm going to do one more card for context, but for a little bit more context, there is a lot of level 4 monsters in the archetype. So it actually, at one time, became like an XZ spam strategy because of this card. But thanks to new support, it's no longer kind of an XZ strategy. It's actually a fusion strategy like it was meant to be. Holy crap, I didn't realize how low quality this was. But basically, if it's in the hand or graveyard, it can target a Lunalight card you control. So your pendulum here. Return it to the hand and special summon herself in defense position, but she's banished when she leaves the field. So basically, you can like say I don't know, like summon this one, summon a level 4 that like summons itself or whatever. Make like an Xyz, get this back into the graveyard. This can bounce.
Bounce.
I say bounce. This
bounce.
So this would summon the yellow mark from the graveyard. No, sorry. I'm trying to think of an example. But basically, you would go to like use this for whatever, and then while it's in the graveyard, say you've already used the pendulum effect of Little Light Tiger. You can return to the hand, which we use bounce to determine that. We should call it bouncing. And then something you may not notice, and what I want to point out for the last part of this says once per turn. This part says you can only use the effect of the card's name once per turn. So the difference between that basically means if you return it to your hand and then replace it in the pendulum scale, you can use the effect to revive a guy again.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can... Yeah, some of the other... So now you see why this card might be busted.
Yeah, I think this one's banned.
It's not. It used to be banned for a while, but now
it's back.
Yeah, now it's kind of like perfectly fine. And Little Light actually has some more support.
Now it's back and balanced on the pendulum.
Yeah. Yeah, like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh types just have like infinite ways to summon from the graveyard, and Lunalight has got new support, which is also part of why this got unbanned. And Lunalight is still a really good archetype, but it's not like broken or anything. But it's actually doing fusion things again. And a lot of the new cards actually have a way to bounce this card back to the hand in order to reuse it more. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet.
What do you think of the cards?
I loved them. I really enjoy seeing the art. There's so much more to Yu-Gi-Oh than I had previously thought. There's a lot more things you can do with the cards. The only card game I've really ever played was Pokemon, and even then, I rarely played that. I just really like looking at the art and stuff of the Pokemon cards. But it's really neat to see how complex you can make a card game.
Yeah,
It's very, very cool.
that's part of why I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like it admittedly is fairly complex and like hard to get into, but like it's like in a way, I guess I know this is a weird thing to compare it to, but it's like algebra in the sense that like it's like scary and intimidating and like hard, like before like you know the formulas, but like once you know the formulas and like everything, it's easy. Like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
just a matter of like
Yeah.
learning and getting familiar with the game.
Yeah.
Like once you learn it, it's
Math.
easy.
It's mathematical.
Yeah. Oh, there's actually a archetype that's like based on math called Math Mech.
Math Mech?
Yeah, there's like a card that believes like they all like have like funny things to do with like attack points. I think there's like one card that will like will double your guy's attack, one that divides it in half, one that like gives it 1,000, one that minuses 1,000. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. But yeah.
Well, thank you for inviting me on your video. It was very, very fun.
Oh yeah, wait, I can't wait to see like I want you to play like Master Rule to like learn how all the summoning methods work. My personal favorite is like Pendulum, but of course, like you saw, like in this video, like a good bit of Xyz monsters between the Pureleys and the Raid Raptors.
Yeah, that one's badass. That you should have saved that one for last.
Yeah, the reason I saved Tiger for last is because like because she's a pendulum, she seems like relatively unassuming.
Got it.
But like at the same time, she also is like just completely kind of bonkers. At the same time, so it can't like it was between like either that Noir and like Raid Raptor, Ultimate Falcon, but I couldn't really decide. So I just figure I just do the Raid Raptor first, since I guess wait, no, I should have done reverse order because Kitty Raptor, not Raptor Kitty.
No, it's okay.
It's all good.
But anyway, make sure you guys subscribe so you guys can see me learning how to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yee!
So subscribe. Is it Nova? Are you Nova on YouTube?
On YouTube, I go by Nova, but my user is Dark Pendulum System.
Subscribe to Dark Pendulum System so you guys know when I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Next.
Okay, because like it's obvious why I like pendulums. I mean, this is also a pendulum, so that's where the pendulum in my name comes from.
Oh, cool! Oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah. Okay, all right. But yeah, subscribe to me, subscribe to Kitty Raptor, and we will see you all in the next one.
Bye!